Broadcasting live from the studios of World Dairy Expo in Madison, Wisconsin, USA. This is WXPO News.
Hello and welcome to WXPO News at 4:30 on this Wednesday afternoon, October 4th. I'm Kristen Olson. Here's what's coming up. Martha sails away with three-peat. The reigning Supreme Champion was once again named Grand Champion of the International Jersey Show earlier today. We'll break down all of the results. Yesterday, we reported on the winners of the 2017 World Dairy Expo Championship Dairy Product Contest. We've got your backstage pass to the full judging experience. And this evening, World Dairy Expo celebrates its 2017 Recognition Award honorees at the 48th Annual Dinner with the Stars banquet. We'll sit down with two of the honorees to hear what things are like in their dairy worlds. But first, Martha does it again. The reigning Supreme Champion of World Dairy Expo, Muskie Ayatollah Martha E.T., owned by Milk Source Genetics of Kaukauna, Wisconsin, was named Grand Champion of the International Jersey Show earlier today on the colored shavings. Martha was awarded first place in the 6-year-old class before being named Senior and Grand Champion Female and receiving the $1,000 Utter Comfort Grand Champion Cash Award. Reserve Senior and Reserve Grand Champion was the winning 5-year-old, Elliot's Blackstone Charlotte E.T., owned by Rivendale Farms of Pittsburgh LLC in Pennsylvania. Meanwhile, Aspen M. Silva of Modesto, California led Miss Nastia's Why Not Me to the title of Grand Champion of the 2017 International Junior Jersey Show earlier today. She was the winner of the Senior 3-year-old cow class before being named Intermediate Champion and Grand Champion of the Junior Show, taking home the $500 Utter Comfort Grand Champion Cash Award and the Lillian and Keith King and Jim King Grand Champion Junior Show Award. Reserve Grand Champion and winner of the 5-year-old cow class was Hazel Crest Governor Molly, exhibited by Nicole Sanders of Hillmar, California. Sanders also took home the Lillian and Keith King and Jim King Reserve Grand Champion Junior Show Award. Well, earlier this fall, expert dairy producers took time to carefully judge a record-setting 1,489 dairy products in the 2017 World Dairy Expo Championship Dairy Product Contest. We caught up with contest officials for a backstage look at the contest.
It's a great opportunity. For many years, World Dairy Expo wanted more of a processor presence out at World Dairy Expo each year because it's primarily a producer event year in and year out. So we had board members that approached me a number of years ago saying, could you get some of your processor members to attend our event? When we came up with the idea of this contest in 2003, I approached World Dairy Expo about the idea of teaming up together, and they were ecstatic about it. And it's worked out tremendously well for both parties because we can utilize the World Dairy Expo name for our contest, and that has a lot of credibility. And then on the other hand, a lot of processors are coming out to the event now, and World Dairy Expo is getting a tremendous amount of publicity throughout North America because of the contest. There's nothing like this in all of North America where it includes all dairy products, is that there are other cheese contests that have been around for 50 years. We've only been there for 15 years. We went from 100 products the first year in 2003. This year we had 1,500 products. This contest has just exploded, and it's because there's never been another product for grade A and ice cream. So for companies who take first place, they can start putting labels on those products that took first place with our logo, and I've heard stories where their sales have tripled, quadrupled. I mean, it's been tremendous.
Variety of products are coming from all over the country. We have some from out of the country, some international samples that have come in. We have, we're a dairy state here, so a lot of the samples come from Wisconsin, but the other surrounding states do provide samples, and it started 15 years ago, this contest, so then it's grown quite a bit. And we're pretty excited that it's grown this fast with this many samples in a short amount of time that we've had. You don't hear a lot about grade A dairy products being judged, You do about butter and cheese all the time. There's never a contest out there for that. But for the other products, dairy products that are out there, like the grade A and ice cream and things, this is very unique, and it's the only one out there right now.
First place winners of each class were auctioned off last evening here at World Dairy Expo, resulting in total sales of $33,823. Top bid per pound went to Masters Gallery Foods at $240 for a 20-pound block. Coming up on WXPO News, we'll meet the 2017 World Dairy Expo International Person of the Year. You're watching WXPO News.
The latest innovation is the Magellan Active Alley Flooring. The Magellan rubber flooring is an innovative solution for drainage and removal of the liquids in the alleys. The future lies in understanding animal needs. Innovation is dedicated to solutions and to the profitability of cattle rearing.
The future of dairy health is here with a new portfolio that's more comprehensive than ever. Proven products like Vovacalc, Polymast, Today, Zactran, and Epronex. Stop by Beringer Ingelheim, booths 2806 to 2809 to get your free Epronex beanie while supplies last. And don't forget to enter for your chance to win a pellet grill from Yoder Smokers.
Welcome back. Known as Mr. Jersey around the world, Derek Frigo has become a face and a voice for the Jersey breed. It's now World Dairy Expo's turn to honor Derek as the 2017 International Person of the Year. We're pleased to have Derek in studio this afternoon. Derek, welcome.
Thanks, Kristen.
So tell us a little bit how you got your start, first of all, in the dairy industry as a young boy.
Right, I was born in Jersey. That was the first lucky break. The second one, I was raised on a farm. It belonged to my uncle, and our family lived on the farm, so I got very interested in jerseys very early on. And actually, one of the things that made it interesting for me was I was just a little boy, and my uncle was the agent for a man named Paul Spann, and Paul Spann was one of the major importers of cattle into the USA, Jersey cattle. And I saw these people come and go, these Americans who I thought were larger than life. You know, none of my friends had ever met Americans, so I was privileged. And that got me interested, and there's little things like that. I just loved the cows from then on, so it started very early.
And you started earlier in your career too with marketing and really getting involved in genetics. Take us walk us through a little bit, I should say, how Jersey genetics have changed over the time, what you've seen in the breed, just some of how it's evolved in your career.
Well, in my career, I started when I left school at 16 years of age. I went to work for our breed association called the Royal Jersey Agricultural and Horticultural Society. Quite a mouthful.
Yes.
I was a junior in the office, and I learned about the pedigrees of cattle, about milk recording cattle. I very soon became involved with our in-house, our magazine called The Jersey at Home. It went all over the world. And eventually I became editor, and I took a lot of photographs of cows for the magazine and everything else. So all in all, it rolled on, and I was there for 6 years. And then I took a break and went to work for a feed company for a couple of years. And then I was invited to take over as manager of the new Artificial Insemination Centre. And I started there in 1970. 15 years later, I owned the company, and it's rolled on from then. I still own it, and I'm sort of semi-retired now.
But you're still involved, and you own Jersey
absolutely.
cattle. Share with us your involvement in the Jersey breed today.
Well, I'm currently president of the World Jersey Cattle Bureau, which is an umbrella organisation for the breed. We have about 30-odd member countries and hundreds of individual members. And well, my job is to oversee that, and we're actually holding our next conference in Ohio this year and Wisconsin. Yeah. And so we'll be back again in 6-8 months' time. On the home front, I still market some semen and cattle, occasionally cattle. So I keep my hand in that way, but I've just finished writing my 3rd book, all about Jerseys. The interesting thing is that the Jersey breed was based on the Jersey Herd Book, which is the registry of the breed. And that goes back to 1866. We celebrated 150 years last year.
Oh, wow.
So, and I've written a book on that in the form of a chronology. So every year of that 150 years, something happened. It might have been the birth of a famous cow or bull, or we're calling it pioneers of the Jersey breed. So that's pioneers being people, leaders, or cattle, bulls and cows. So that's been fun.
And with your involvement with Jersey breed, what did you think of the Jersey show that we saw in the colored shavings this morning?
Well, this is the world's leading dairy show. What can you say? It's just amazing. And I've obviously seen pictures of Martha, but this is the first time I've seen her, and what a remarkable cow.
Just as good as in the pictures.
Oh yes, yeah, well she's matured so magnificently, you know, it's great. And you know, I've seen cows like this before in different countries and that, and it's just amazing. You get a real kick out of seeing a magnificent dairy cow in her prime, and Martha's just one of those great cows.
Well, thank you, Derek. We're certainly honored to have you here at World Dairy Expo, and we're very excited to be able to honor you and all of your accomplishments as the Industry Person of the Year.
Well, Kristen, it's one of the greatest honors I could ever receive, and I do so appreciate it. When Scott Bentley called me several months ago to tell me, I just couldn't believe it.
Well, here we are.
Yeah.
So thank you once again, Derek, and we look forward to celebrating you this evening.
Thanks, Kristen.
When we come back, we'll visit with the Dairy Woman of the Year. But first, here's a word from our sponsors.
The latest innovation is the Magellan Active Alley Flooring. The Magellan rubber flooring is an innovative solution for drainage and removal of the liquids in the alleys. The future lies in understanding animal needs. Innovation is dedicated to solutions and to the profitability of cattle rearing.
The future of dairy health is here with a new portfolio that's more comprehensive than ever. Proven products like Volvacalc, Polymast, Today, Zactran, and Epronex. Stop by Beringer Ingelheim, booths 2806 to 2809 to get your free Epronex beanie while supplies last. And don't forget to enter for your chance to win a pellet grill from Yoder Smokers.
Taking a look live from World Dairy Expo here of the grounds. Certainly a beautiful day here in Madison again. Not only were we lucky enough to have our International Person of the Year joining us, but the 2017 Dairy Woman of the Year, Marilyn Hershey, is also with us this afternoon. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Marilyn, tell us a little bit about where you come from and how you got your start in the dairy industry.
So I grew up about an hour west of Philadelphia on a small dairy farm in Pennsylvania, and grew up loving the farm life, loving cows, loving the animals, and knew I always wanted to be a part of a dairy farm. I got involved in promotion when I became Dairy Princess after high school, and that was really my start, what kind of threw me into dairy promotion.
And talk a little bit about what your farm looks like today with your family and how many cows that you milk, that sort of thing.
So I married my husband who lived about 10 miles south of us. So we're on his family farm, and we've been farming there for 30 plus years. We milk about 850 registered Holsteins, and the farm also sits about 40 minutes north of the Chesapeake Bay, which adds an interesting element to our farming life.
And you mentioned dairy promotion. Share with our viewers the kinds of efforts that you're doing to help promote our industry, the organizations that you're involved with, and why you feel that it is so important to do so.
So I became involved about 6 years ago in the checkoff program and got on the National Dairy Board, became involved in the executive committee with them, and now sit as vice chair at DMI. And I think it's when I got on the board, my eyes were just opened at how valuable that checkoff program is, how much effort is going into those dollars, and how much passion the staff has to get our milk out there.
And why do you do what you do? What continues to motivate you to share your dairy story?
Because I want to continue dairy farming. I want as many other people to be able to continue farming. I love the lifestyle. There's a passion for it. And we have a good product. We can always go back to that. We have a great product that is nature's perfect food.
And what's it mean to be here at World Dairy Expo as the 2017 World Dairy Expo Dairy Woman of the Year?
Wow, it's humbling. It's very humbling. We have made many trips to World Dairy Expo. We love World Dairy Expo. It's a great week. And it's just an honor. It truly is an honor. And when I look at the ladies who won this award before me, wow, it blows me away.
How will you be spending your time here at Expo? What are some of your favorite activities?
Well, the grilled cheese.
Yes, of course.
The ice cream. Mm-hmm. And I enjoy sitting and watching some of the show. It's always fun to watch those beautiful animals in the ring. And so I also help at the DMI booth, at the checkoff booth over in Exhibit Hall. So this year is special because we have our family in, and our children are in from all parts of the country. So it'll be a lot of fun this week.
Well, once again, Marilyn, congratulations,
Thank you.
and thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Coming up, thousands of FFA students and youth exhibitors came to World Dairy Expo yesterday. We'll show you a behind-the-scenes reel of their time at the show, only on WXPO News.
The latest innovation is the Magellan Active Alley Flooring. The Magellan rubber flooring is an innovative solution for drainage and removal of the liquids in the alleys. The future lies in understanding animal needs. Innovation is dedicated to solutions and to the profitability of cattle rearing.
The future of dairy health is here with a new portfolio that's more comprehensive than ever. Proven products like Volvacalc, Polymast, Today, Zactran, and Epronex. Stop by Beringer Ingelheim, booths 2806 to 2809 to get your free Epronex beanie while supplies last. And don't forget to enter for your chance to win a pellet grill from Yoder Smokers.
Welcome back. You're taking a live view once again on the World Dairy Expo grounds overlooking the Coliseum and the New Holland Pavilion. Certainly a beautiful evening as we round out day 2 of the show. Well, trade show exhibitors were presented Outstanding Booth Awards, sponsored by Filament this afternoon. The Small Outstanding Booth Award was presented to ICD Riz Construction Division, located in the New Holland Trade Center. Be sure to check them out if you're at the show. Winning the Intermediate Outstanding Booth Award was Vest Environmental Solutions, located on the east side of the exhibition hall. And rounding out the honorees is the Large Outstanding Booth Award winner, McClanahan Corporation in the Outdoor Trade Mall. Once again, congratulations to all of our booth winners, and thank you so much in participating in World Dairy Expo's trade show this year. Another one of World Dairy Expo's trade show exhibitors is Master's Choice. World Dairy Expo partnered up with them this year to create a daily vlog series highlighting various areas of the show. Yesterday, they caught up with youth from across the country. Take a look at what the day had in store and what our youth had to say.
This contest involves the defects of milk, cheese type, and flavors. We also identify different butterfat contents. So overall, we have about 400 students here on the average. It's an important part for the high school education process so they can understand the dairy industry even further.
A contest for high school students to test their knowledge and skill in forage management, identification, and quality ranking. Students will go through and rank them based on both visual quality, odor, color, as well as looking at laboratory analysis to evaluate the quality. So it's a very challenging contest. The students learn a lot from going through this and hopefully get a better appreciation of forages in general.
I've been coming here since I was born, and my dad came here before that, so it's definitely a family tradition.
I don't know. I like breeding cows. You know, it's nice. I bred this little calf, and I bred her mother. So that was just, I don't know, just generations making good animals. Just love it.
I want to go to school somewhere in the Midwest to pursue a career or a degree in dairy science.
I won Grand Champion of the Junior Show.
My favorite part of FFA is definitely meeting different members from all across the state and sometimes the nation.
I plan on going to school for agriculture education to get a job as an ag teacher.
And I'll be studying microbiology, so I want to work in agricultural research.
I don't know, I love the industry because everyone in it is so hardworking and passionate about what they do.
It's really fun. It's really fun to see what all happens here and like what all you can do here. I like to see the cows, of course. I like to see like the dairy judging. It's just a really cool atmosphere here.
Every year, World Dairy Expo looks forward to hosting the FFA students. It's opening day, so not only is there energy and anticipation of the show itself, but the youth really help keep it energized throughout the day and really help with that ambiance and magic that makes World Dairy Expo so special. We're really excited that these kids are the future of our industry and our workforce, and we couldn't be happier to have them here in Madison. Finally, we leave you with this evening's shout out, this time from Bayer Beware. They shared this photo and said, work-life balance, as Madeline Cheer 12 shows Lewantine at WDE 17, and I'm in meetings at Elanco Animal Health. Hashtag we are Elanco, dairy cows, Holstein. Looks like fun. That's all the time we have on this episode of WXPO News. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to join us again tomorrow morning for WXPO News at 9 as we share more results, stories, and moments right here on Expo 360.